feel like a swimmer now. The swimmers, they shave their body hair, right? Hello there, this is Daniel coming at you with, I came up with something, Dan's Beard Diaries. Okay, for those of you that don't know, I am going to be documenting growing out my beard. Now, I've done it once before, and I've just recently shaved my beard, and so now I'm going to document or vlog the processes of growing out a beard and everything from beard care to maintenance and whatever else there is to be incorporated with a beard. I'm gonna have that on here, in addition to all the other stuff I do as far as like traveling and camping and hiking and whatnot. So hopefully I can integrate this to where it comes out to be entertaining and somehow tie everything together to where I'm not just isolating the audience to beard stuff, but I'm also kind of capturing the whole other 99% of my life. And hopefully for those of you that are looking for beard care tips and tricks, I hope this helps you out. In addition to, I hope that I can kind of bring a bit of me to you. Okay, well, with all of that said, in 2 days we're flying out to Bali. Super excited. So with that, I need to clean up the beard a little. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to be lining up my cheek line and perhaps cleaning up underneath the beard, because I'm not going to be shaving for probably about 2 weeks. So I better get my last kind of touch up in, and then no worries, Bali life. The tools that we're going to use today: pencil and a mirror, in addition to a micro razor and a regular razor for underneath. I know many of you have seen me do this before, but for those of you that are new, here's what we're going to do. I am simply going to make a line from the front of my sideburn. Now this is how I do it. I'm going to go from the front of my sideburn down to the mustache. And with this curve, it's merely a matter of preference. That's what I like about using this as opposed to tracing it with a lot of the beard cheek liner tracer things that are out there. I don't know what the technical terminology is for them, but that's what we're going to go with. So from the front of the sideburn and over, and it's simply drawing a line on your face. Now this comes off really easy. That's what's so great about this. I used to literally use a Sharpie. It worked, but it did take some time to scrub off. But yeah, so here we go. Hopefully I don't cut you guys off and you can see this. So from right here, a nice gradual line to the mustache. And that's all it is, just like that. So I have that side, and now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Front of the sideburn and to the mustache. Now, once both lines are made, I go back and forth and make sure that they're even on both sides. Okay, now we take our micro razor, hopefully you can see that, and I'm just going to trace along the lines, and that's all we do, and we'll have some nice clean cheek lines. The awesome thing about this is that I've noticed some of the other beard companies out there that have YouTube channels, now they're starting to incorporate this idea into their videos. So I was pretty stoked to see that. However, I haven't seen them actually do it, actually put it into action. They mentioned it, but they didn't put it in action. One thing I am doing different this time around is that when my beard was longer, I would go through phases to where I would let this just grow in to give it an overall natural look. And sometimes I would go in and clean it up. But now with the beard being a lot shorter and having an overall neater appearance, I think what I'm going to do is keep this relatively clean for the most part. However, I mean, at least that's how I feel right now. Things can change, but as of right now, I think that's what I'm gonna go for. Okay, we're all lined up. And I don't know what the overall preference is. So I'll leave this to you. I want to see what you think in regards to the cheek lines. Do you prefer cheek lines to be clean, or do you like more of that natural look for the cheek lines? So please, if you do have input or a preference, go ahead and leave it in the comment box below. I want to check it out. I'm very curious about this. And maybe that'll kind of sway me one way or the other. Now we're gonna line up the neckline. With the neckline, here I'll kind of show you what I generally do. So at first, I had a box for my neckline. Now, it didn't look right. Well, I didn't think it looked right. So now what I do is I start going straight down from right below my ear. I'll go straight down and then slightly curve it to go along with my jawline. I do the same thing on both sides. So I go straight down and do a slight curve. Again, I think that it gives it a more natural look, I think, and it doesn't look too lined up because that's not the look that I'm going for. So just a nice natural curve. But before we do this, another question for you. Chest hair or no chest hair? Now, generally speaking, like I've said before, and like I keep saying, I like the natural look, but we're gonna be taking a lot of photos and videos, and to go along with the relatively clean appearance, I think I should go no chest hair. I'm curious to see your thoughts on that as well, but I'm gonna take off the chest hair. Sorry, for those of you that are opposed to it. You guys see that? I feel like a swimmer now. Because swimmers, they shave their body hair, right? Okay, chest hair is done. I don't even know if you guys can see that or not. Chest hair is done. Now to go for the neckline. Those of you out there that are guys, do you ever start manscaping and then one thing leads to another and you have nothing left on your body whatsoever? Happens to me 95% of the time. So what I try to do is just do a nice gradual curve from the bottom to the top. And then once I get to the side, I pretty much go straight up. That's pretty good. So now that I've gone over it with the clippers, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the razor and just clean it up. Like we were talking about with getting carried away, so I finished clipping up underneath here. I think I'm gonna take some weight off of my mustache to make it a little more flush with the rest of my beard. So 15 millimeters was only taken off a little bit. I'm gonna drop it down to 12 millimeters. I like it at 12. Let me go back to the millimeter thing. So I'm using a Phillips beard trimmer. I don't even know what the model is, but I'm just going by the numbers on here, so I'm at 12. I'm not quite sure if that's 12 millimeters or not. I'm assuming it is. And what I'm doing as far as a guide, I guess you would say, is the edge of my lip. I'm putting the corner of the clippers right at the edge of my lip and going up, and I'm doing the same thing on the other side, and I'm not going anywhere after that. So that's where I'm keeping the trimming to. And what was I just talking about as far as getting carried away when it comes to manscaping? Case in point right here. I didn't plan on trimming down my mustache today, but I went ahead and I did it anyway, and I think it looks fine. Now it's shorter than the body of my beard, but it's not too short because again, in my opinion, when this gets to be too short and there's a lot more body in your beard, I think it's kind of offsetting, so I like it like this. Now that we have done the cheeks, we've brought down the mustache a little bit, and we've gone with the clippers underneath the beard to do the neckline. Now I'm going to get the razor and just finish this off, and we should be done for the day. There we go, all set for the razor. All right, as mentioned before, I'm gonna give you steps as far as beard care and growing out a beard and maintenance. One key point is to, from this point on, make sure that you're training your beard to do what you want. With me, I don't want it to throw out as it grows out, so I'm gonna use a brush, and I have my beard struggle brush. Then again, it doesn't have to be a beard struggle brush, but make sure you have a brush and you're brushing your beard down or the way that you want it to grow. And your mustache, make sure that you are brushing it to the sides. Anyways, so yeah, beard brush, make sure you're using it. This one is from the Beard Struggle. And this one's easy, like I was saying before, straight down from the earlobe is how I shape my beard. And then I do a gradual turn when I get to my jawline. Coming down to the final stages. Getting that all cleaned off. And then as far as the pencil, comes right off with a rag. The liner. Scrub off the pencil, you're golden. All right, one final step that I'm gonna take. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some beard balm. Today I am using the Beard Struggle Viking Honor. Has a refreshing mint scent to it. Let me see here. Yeah. So this has a refreshing mint scent to it. Highly recommend it. Going ahead and put some in your hand, about a dime size in your palms, rub it around. And just put it in your beard. The excess you can put in your hair if you want. But yeah, we're golden. I think it looks good. It'll definitely suffice for the trip. Again, super stoked for what's to come with the Bali trip, in addition to everything else. If you have any trips planned out, let me know, fill me in. I need some ideas on places to go and things to see. So go ahead and yeah, one more thing to add to the comment box if you want to. And yeah, I want to take a look at what you have going on in your life and coming up in the summer. If you like this video or found it somewhat useful or maybe even intriguing, please give it a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe. Yes, this has been an entry into Dan's Beard Diaries. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.